I don't know if you guys recall the scene at the end of the second Matrix when Neo ends up going to see one of the creators of the Matrix, and you see all the TVs behind him and showing all different aspects from all of his different versions of his life that he has lived. And they talk about how, like, this isn't the first time we've done it. It's like, no, we've done this multiple times over and over and over and over and over again. And I don't know if you guys believe in reincarnation or Buddhism, or that everything exists all here at once, but it's a basic law in physics that everything is happening all at this one point in time in this specific moment. So that's why when we see in the Matrix, when Neo is talking with the creator of the Matrix, where you see all the versions of him come back on screen, and Neo finally gets to the grasp that, like, yeah, I am ready to be able to be in control, because all of a sudden his mind, like when the professor or the creator says something to Neo, and all of a sudden you see all the different versions behind him, like say like, no, 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 no. But then the main version of Neo that is there right at that specific time is like, no. And then everybody else gets focused and focused again, because like we have hundreds of thousands of millions of versions of ourselves all happening at once in one specific time. I know this may sound crazy to you, but like if you think about it, like look at the Matrix, like see how that's happening, see in that scene in that specific moment. You'd be like, no, that's just all different thoughts that he has. But no, what if those are all different realities that were combined into one specific area of where Neo is at right now? I want you to think about that for a second. If you have everything that is happening right now, all you have to do is be able to tap into the right frequency, into the right version of yourself to be able to create this said thing. There's this other concept too, which I'm going to talk about in the next video that I do on the Matrix about waking up. So you'll want to make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a video such as that. So basically, when Neo's able to refocus himself, and this is why I'm a big proponent into meditation, because the more you meditate, the more you're able to focus on the said thing that is right in front of you. If you want a tactic or a strategy or a meditation style that will help you be able to be focused like Neo is in the Matrix, I highly recommend getting a candle. This is a more little advanced technique. I'll give you a basic one here as well too in just a brief second. This is a more of a technique that I started to do a little bit later. So like you have a candle, you set it out in front of you maybe 5, 10, 15 feet or so, and you just stare at that candle and you look at it and you observe it and you just watch it. You don't want to look at your phone, you don't want to look at anything else, and each time that your mind veers off to something else, just go back to the candle, and then you can even close your eyes and you'll be able to see the candle burning in your mind's eye, which is a pretty cool strategy or technique that we can do, which will help you also realize that like everything is just happening inside of you first before it starts to happen outside of you. The second benefit, or the second meditation that I would highly recommend you trying and or doing, is the meditation where you would be focusing on your breath. So like I like to focus on my breath and my diaphragm. You can also focus it on your chest. You can focus on in your throat or even in your nose. And that's one way that you can start to find more focus and attention, so that then you can start to be like Neo and you can focus back whenever you do come into a problematic situation where they're trying to get you off your guard or they're trying to push you somewhere else. Is like focus on the thing that is happening right in front of you. Because the more you start to do that, the more you're going to grow, the more aware you're going to become, the more exquisite and better being you're gonna be. Like it's a fact. It's something that I've come to realize, that like whenever I am losing focus, then I bring my focus back to the breath. Whenever I have a thought, it's like, okay, let's bring my focus back to the breath. Let's be in the present moment. There are times that you can use your imagination, that you can jump and you can travel through the time, kind of like Neo does, or kind of like I'll talk about in another movie that I can do, which is not necessarily related to like anime per se, but it's still a good concept that I like to share with you. Basically, what you want to do is whenever you do have something that does come up with some idea or something that might not necessarily resonate with you, is just make sure that you come back to the present. And the best way to come back to the present is by bringing your attention to the breath, because the breath is the one constant that always remains. I know this video is a bit shorter than others. I've just found out that like doing shorter videos can kind of get new people involved, and then they can go watch some longer videos. So if you like this, awesome. If not, no worries. There's also a link down below in the description. Or if you do want to receive some coaching from me, by all means, you can do that. I just want to help you in the ways that you can be helped in, or that you're looking to be helped in, just kind of like Morpheus does with Neo. I'm just a guide helping you out in the best ways that you can to awaken to your true power. Wonderful. Talk soon.